riding a bike, playing an instrument, cooking. These are all great examples of things that we come across in our day-to-day lives. And they're all linked by one simple factor. They're all skills. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Lynch, and today I will be covering skills. Now, I won't just be going over the examples that I shared there. I will be covering, yes, the crucial day-to-day survival skills, but I will also be covering things that are just kind of useless and absurd. The goal of this podcast, and the whole reason I chose this topic, is I found that now that I have a lot of free time on my hands, both with quarantine and schools being out, and every day our lives are getting a bit easier thanks to developments of technology and other fields. I kind of wanted to use this as a way to encourage people to kind of build their skills they already have and go out and tackle new ones. Whether it be an area that you thought was cool and wanted to tackle for a while, or you just went online, saw something that looked cool and go, hey, I kind of want to do that. This is kind of to hopefully give that little push to some people that just need it, to just go and do what they want. Right, so the first section of this podcast is going to be kind of about skills that kind of help you in your day-to-day life. So, perfect example, cooking. Like, if you can learn to cook now while you're kind of young and in school, then it can allow you to just kind of live an easier life, I feel. Because if you're able to learn kind of the fundamentals of cooking, it allows you to kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. Because if you don't learn to cook, if you never learn to cook, you'll just be stuck getting takeout over and over and over again, or getting just ready meals from your local supermarket or whatever. But if you can learn to cook, and you can just go into a kitchen, like even now is an amazing time to practice, because with the whole lockdown situation, we're not able to go out and just pick up ingredients if we feel like, oh, I want to make a casserole or whatever. We can't just pick out the ingredients for that. Since we can only shop for essentials. So it's a great opportunity to kind of just go into your kitchen and just see, okay, I have this, and that. I'm going to kind of see which ways I can use these ingredients to create an amazing dish. And that creative process kind of rings through for everything, like every art form. Because yes, I consider cooking an art form. But anyway, if you, for example, with storytelling, if you want to write a story and tell a story, but you don't know where to begin, it's always great to kind of just look around you. What's in your surroundings? What can you do with these things? Because sometimes it's the simplest things that create the best stories, or pieces of art, dishes, whatever. It's just kind of that process of going through and just experimenting. But you can only do that if you learn kind of the basics, the fundamentals of cooking. So, another skill, similar enough, is music. Now, I understand if you're a bit confused, how can music be a kind of an essential skill? Well, music, it just opens so many doors for you, if you take it up as a hobby. And I understand music isn't for everybody, but at least try and give it a shot. Because if you learn to play an instrument, even if you just learn one or two songs on it, even if you just, learn the basics of it, or how, you don't have to pursue it. You can like, it just opens so many doors, I think, socially. And it just allows you to do so much more with your life. Because if you, like, you don't have to go out, buy a crazy expensive instrument, get tutors, or anything. You can just get, like, see an instrument, think it's cool, want to play it, buy it if you have enough. Like, don't put yourself at any financial deficit, obviously, but just if you can get whatever version of it you want, and can just mess around on it. You can, like, even just messing around, if you, like, even if you don't know anything about the instrument, how to play it, anything like that, it can still make great music. And that's the beautiful thing about music. You're able to kind of just learn selectively if you want, or you can pursue it and you can make whatever you want, or you can just get in, mess around, kind of just go dive head in and just kind of make whatever you want. It's, like, to me, is the most expressive form of art. And, like, even if you don't want to kind of get it serious, maybe you just want to, I don't know, pick up an instrument, learn, say, a melody from a show, or something from a game. Because, like, that's how I got into music myself. I saw kind of things in shows, like TV shows, anime, video games, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, what if I could do that? And I tried. Because that's the thing. If you don't try, you will never know. But music, like, as a whole, it allows you to kind of have a social platform. Because if you learn kind of a bit about music, even if you don't know a lot, you can kind of just bring it up as a point of conversation. Like, if it ever comes up, oh, I know how to play extra instruments. Oh, yeah, really? So what? Etc., etc. It just allows for kind of a bit more conversation and a bit more flow. Now I'm going to end this here and cut. Right, so this next section is going to be covering more, well, I guess you could say less crucial skills. That's a good way to put it. Skills that aren't kind of considered very important. Like, they can still, like, they are still very important, but they're less, as I said, crucial to kind of your day-to-day life. These are everything ranging from, I don't know, art and, like, drawing, painting, all that kind of stuff, to, like, party tricks. A personal example, music. I'm self-taught in playing multiple musical instruments, including things like melodica, ocarina, some of you might know. But it's just one of those things. It's not an essential, crucial skill to life, but, like, knowing and teaching myself how to do these things, it kind of opened more doors for me. So, like, music is something I'd highly recommend getting into. That's kind of akin to these skills. And it's just kind of, it kind of just allows you to have so many different opportunities in terms of socially, academically. Music is just a great skill to have in general. Like, the skills I'm talking about here, they're interesting, they're cool, they're quirky, but they're not needed per se. Kind of the stuff you would find on a webpage called r/learn, I think it's r/learn useless talents. This is a phenomenal webpage that you can, like, I'd highly recommend visiting. It's full of amazing talent and skills, and it's just kind of interesting to go on and just have a look at what's there and what people can do, and it really puts into perspective that your goals, like, as big as you might make them seem, they're not that far out of reach. And I think that's very important to remember, just kind of keep in mind for everyone, that our goals are still obtainable. Like, no matter what they may be, chances are it's obtainable. So yeah. So kind of in conclusion, as I said earlier, with whatever's kind of summing up what this podcast would be, I kind of just want this to exist to give people a little bit of just that little push they might need to just say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to learn a new skill, or I'm going to better myself in some way. And that's all I want. Even if this reaches, or like only reaches one person, and that message only gets across one time, I'm happy enough. But in the long run, I just kind of want this to exist as a thing that somebody might stumble across, and it might have that kind of impact in their life. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and peace.